came, nothing in my way will make me be afraid. And I can feel it in my bones, yeah, I can feel it in my soul, yeah, I can feel it, no letting go. And I can feel it, it's getting close. I said, I can't stand by anymore, looking in from the outside. I know I can hold the phone, I can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on without me pushing through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my voice.
What is up, guys? What is going on? We are live here. Undisputed Live, episode 3. We drop on Fridays, guys. I'm glad you guys are in here. We're going to get an amazing fight tonight. We're going to get King 12 Diaz, who's been doing his thing on TikTok, especially with Undisputed, but definitely been doing his thing. And we're also going to get Respect the Game YouTube, or YT, but I'm sure that stands for YouTube, going up against him. Now, a cool thing between both of them is that King 12 Diaz first fight ever when he booted up Undisputed was against Respect the Game YouTube, and he lost. So Respect the Game YouTube has one win over King 12 Diaz, and King 12 Diaz has not gotten his revenge or his rematch yet until now. Today, we have brought them together to make sure that maybe he makes it right, or maybe Respect the Game shows him that he needed respect the gameplay. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So anyways, we're going to go into that. But first, I always want to start off these streams by letting you guys know, I want to make sure audio is good, video is good. Let me know if audio and video is good. Give me a thumbs up, because I don't want to keep on talking and then everything's all messed up. Y'all can't even hear me or see me or whatever's going on. So if you guys could hear all good, okay, I'm getting an all good. It looks like everything is fine. All right. One thing I want to talk about before we start, of course, this is the place. Audio a little higher. You want me to put my audio a little bit higher? All right. Okay, let me put my audio a little bit higher then. I don't want to have my affliction too high. So I don't want to sound like it's high pitched. Okay, and look at that. We got Prioxis here. Prioxis was here in our last week's fight. He did an incredibly good job of breaking down. His opponent was TMA Pressy. They had an amazing fight, but Prioxis came out on top. It's nice to see you here, brother, in the live stream. TMA Pressy said I took a dive. Hey, listen, we nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. All right, so one thing I want to talk about is, of course, this place is the fun community place. So if you have questions on, what the changes, the updates and things like that, and what's being fixed and all of that, that's the stuff that we reserve for our roundtables, our Twitter, our social media. You could definitely communicate with us there. Even on our Discord, you could try to communicate with us there. That's the places where we talk about that stuff. Here, we don't do that. What we do here is we do the fun community stuff. We put Fight of the Night together. We do the post-fight press conference, and we talk to them. But don't think that we're not hearing you. We hear you. This is just not the platform where we do that. This is the platform where we have fun. All right. Now, I do want to talk about something, though. In respects to updates. We had a major update, or a big update, that had just passed, that just went through this past week. In this update, there were new fighters like Sergio Martinez, Lee McGregor, Robin Reed, but we also had changes done to the gameplay mechanics. And I want to talk about one thing that maybe a lot of people don't know how exactly it was changed, because there were nuances made or little adjustments made to the gameplay itself, especially regarding inside fighting. So let me talk about some of the stuff. Maybe you noticed it, maybe you didn't, but this will definitely help you kind of give you an idea of what you can do using inside fighting, or how to get in and out of inside fighting, or what happens when you're getting in and out of inside fighting. So I'm gonna break down some of the notes that came with that. All right, so here we go. If the opponent, this is the changes that were made. If the opponent is moving towards you and you back away, you will no longer get caught in the inside fighting. I know that was the issue for a lot of people, where they felt they were stuck in inside fighting and they couldn't get out. But now, if your opponent moves towards you and you back away, you will no longer get caught in the inside fighting. When quickly moving towards and then away from your opponent, you will not enter inside fighting. When throwing a punch, slipping, or getting hit with a stun while close to your opponent, you will enter inside fighting. When slowly walking towards the opponent, you will go into inside fighting. So if you're going quickly in and quickly out, no. If you're going slowly in, yes. When idle next to the opponent, when close, you will enter inside fighting after a certain amount of time. Dodging away from the opponent when inside will auto-release you from inside fighting. So if you're hitting the dodge button, you're dodging, you're going to get out of the inside fighting system. When getting hit into a daze while inside fighting, you will no longer be in inside fighting, which is also beneficial, because a lot of people felt they were stuck when they would get hit and they couldn't do anything. But now, because it automatically removes you from inside fighting, you're able to have a little bit more control over your fighter when trying to get away. When switching to loose movement while in inside fighting, you will no longer be in inside fighting. So these are some of the things that were adjusted, tweaked within the gameplay. It's deep inside the gameplay, so some people won't notice it. But if now that you have this idea of what's going on, if you had issues before, maybe you could give it a try now and see how you feel with the inside fighting now that we've done these changes. So hopefully you guys got that. If you guys heard me, everything should be good. And we're going to, of course, move on to the top 5 of the week, because we got to show love, man. When you guys post those videos and you guys do these amazing things, we got to show love. Because, listen, you guys make the community makes the community. All right? So let me go ahead and pull this up. Let's pull up the top 5. Let me switch over to the top 5 screen. Give me 1 second. See picture in picture. Here we are. Gonna go ahead and transition over. Now let me make sure that the audio is on, which it is. And here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top 5, episode 3. Here we go.
Hey, it's the voice of Undisputed, Todd Grisham. Play 5 comes to you from Zod. Arturo Gatti versus Sugar Ray Leonard. And look at Thunder Gotti going downstairs and then up.
He landed all of that stuff. And that was literally a relentless attack to the body, to the head, to the body, to the head, to the body, to the head. It was nonstop.
And he buckles the Hall of Famer. Would this happen in real life if these two fought?
Doubled up the jab,
Probably
came in with a left and a right.
not, but never count out Arturo Gatti. Number 4,
Glob tech.
We've got Connor Ben and Sean Porter. This is not a knockdown or a knockout, but look at the slick duck move.
For those of you that's played and is like, hey, look, I don't know how I could get away with the head movement. This guy's timing it like to perfection. He's timing it to perfection.
Crack, bang, boom. Rewind it.
Look at that.
Everyone knows an Undisputed counter shots are more damaging, and this is how you do it.
Another
make
one
them miss
into a rock.
And make them pay. Well done, Connor Ben. Play 3
Beautiful.
by Jinx. Tyson Fury versus Roy Jones Jr. looks like a mismatch, but don't forget Roy Jones moved up and won a heavyweight title back in the day, but he can't beat
the abuse. That's wild. Just pop, 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 boom, boom, and like the last one, he kind of just waited for him to come in. It was like he was coming in most of the times. Let me see. He was coming in most of the time. Boom. Wait. Let me see if I can get it where he started it. He was coming in. Come in, boom, boom, out. Came in, boom, boom, out. Then waited.
Moved up and won.
Then cut him off. Boom, boom,
title
dropped
back in
him.
the day, but he
Crazy.
can't beat the Gypsy King. Straight right hand, mouthpiece comes flying out. Play 2 from Lord of the Dings. Terrence Crawford versus Ryan Garcia and Bud caught it.
Oh, this is the slump. Y'all ready for this? This is the slump. First time I ever seen somebody slump like this on the corner.
Oh boy. Terrence Crawford could go southpaw or orthodox. Caught him with the left hook, and Ryan Garcia mouthpieces out and in slow motion.
Just slumped.
Oh. Get him
and
a
his arm is still
moving. 10.
Oh, this body shot was the cleanest, insane body shot I've seen, man. It was so picture perfect.
Tyson Fury against the Brown Bomber. And look at the shot from Joe Louis.
Slow it down.
Right in the liver, a one-hitter.
The collapse was crazy.
Quitter. Fury is dead.
I want to see that one more time, man. That collapse was wild. It was right on the button and then just instant collapse. Instant collapse. Let's see that again.
10. Tyson Fury against the Brown Bomber. And look at the shot from Joe Louis. Right in the liver, a one-hitter quitter. Fury is down, and Joe Louis, the greatest heavyweight maybe ever, gets the win. Post your clips and use the hashtag
Post your clips, guys.
Undisputed5, and maybe you'll be the star.
Guys, you could post the clips on, you could even post them on Discord in clips. If you put Undisputed5, it'll come out on Discord. In Discord, it actually comes out with a much higher quality. So if you want your clips to look even crispier, you could go ahead and put them on Discord, upload them there. We'll download them. Or you could just go to Twitter, put the hashtag Undisputed5, whichever is easier for you, and post the clips there. We're looking at all the clips that you guys are posting, and we're selecting the best 5 every single week. All right, now it's time to get into the creme de la creme, which I know you guys already know what it is. It's the fight between the two who fought already with Respect the Game, having one up on King 12 Diaz from King 12 Diaz's first fight ever on Undisputed. Can you believe it? Can he get the win back, or is Respect the Game going to show him that he still needs more time in the lab? All right, let's see if we get the picture in picture and make sure we got that going. I think we got it going here. Let me just double check everything. Close that out. All right, we're going to switch over now. Let's see if it pulls up. There we go. All right, so we got it right here. We're ready to go. You guys got the sound. Everything sounds perfect. It's time to go into this fight. King 12 Diaz versus Respect the Game. Let's see what happens. Now, this fight has already been sent to me. However, I have not seen the fight yet, so we're going to watch it live here with you guys. And after the fight, of course, I'm going to bring them on for the post-fight press conference. Here we go. All right, so it looks like King 12 Diaz is going to be using Nigel Benn, and it looks like Respect the Game is going to be using Sergio Martinez, which is an interesting matchup considering that Sergio Martinez is a southpaw. So we're going to have that southpaw versus orthodox battle. Now let's go ahead and skip to the fight, and we have, look at Sergio Martinez. This is so cool to see, new fighters in the game, people using the new fighters. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, here we go. I'll make sure the volume is good. Okay, volume is up. You guys can hear it, right? Let me make sure I put the volume up on here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They're coming out. They're coming out swinging. Uppercut didn't go through, but he caught him with the counter up top. Sergio Martinez, another counter with his jab. I don't know. Nigel Benn is going to have to try to figure something else out because, okay, good body attack by Nigel Benn. That made a lot of sense, especially since he was being hit up top, trying to slow him down a little bit. Uppercuts are not landing for both as it's being caught in the guard. Good step by Nigel Benn and hit him with a straight right. Very good timing. He's continuing to go for the body. He's trying to slow him down. That is very, very obvious. But Respect the Game is trying. Nice movement by Respect the Game there. He is trying to keep his distance with his jab. One thing about Sergio Martinez, and you see it in his traits, is his jabs are very, very fast and they're very useful. You're going to want to use that jab very often when playing against your opponents. Now, I want to see what Nigel Benn is going to do. Is he going to work off of the body attack and try to get some shots upstairs? Beautiful slip and uppercut by Sergio Martinez. I want to see if Nigel Benn is going to work off that body attack and then move upstairs, or is he putting stuff in the bank to try to get him out later down the line? Good step in jab by Sergio Martinez. This fight is a little bit, I'll say it's like a 50-50 tentative and also a little bit aggressive from the starting bell. Good uppercut by Nigel Benn. Step in, got him. Sergio Martinez had no answers for that. Hit him in the body, again to the body, but got caught upstairs with a double hit counter to end the round. Unbelievable. Good job by both men. That round is actually super hard for me to score. I don't know who to give it to. I want to say Sergio Martinez did better, but at the same time, Nigel Benn or King 12 Diaz was doing a good sustained body attack, which I don't know. Maybe it's not going to give them that round, but it will get them rounds later down the line. Let's see what Sergio Martinez does if he adjusts to what King 12 Diaz was doing. Good jab. It looks like he's trying to continue. Oh, no, he stepped right back into it. He needs to be a little bit more careful and kind of keep that distance away, especially if he knows that Nigel Benn is going for that body. All right, 1-2. Only landed the jab for Nigel Benn and got caught with a straight right for his troubles. Hopefully, yep, he is in loose footwork now. So he's moving smoothly around the ring. It's going to allow him to get in and out much more efficiently. And it doesn't look, I'm not sure if it doesn't look like, Sergio Martinez is definitely not in loose footwork right now. So King 12 Diaz moving in and out of loose footwork. That's giving Sergio Martinez a lot of different looks. Let's see if that works in his favor. A lot of movement right now. Good step in, jab, timed that counter perfectly. Caught the uppercut on the glove. They're definitely catching these uppercuts on the glove. I want to see if they create maybe an angle to get that uppercut to bleed through that guard. Now they're both attacking the body. Okay, good movement. Good step to the side. A sustained attack to the body with a powerful straight uppercut. Straight power or straight counter shot upstairs. Now that he lands the uppercut, timing is everything. He was finally able to land that left uppercut straight upstairs. I'm wondering if they're going to use any angles, considering the fact that they are both fighting in opposite stance. I mean, that's something that you could definitely do. If you have somebody if you could fight the outside foot battle, you should definitely take that opportunity to do that, because you get that special angle. You get those extra angles that give you an advantage to, especially with those uppercuts. If you're ever having trouble with those uppercuts, all you got to do is, especially if you're fighting a southpaw, if you get yourself around their right foot and step over, that uppercut comes at a very weird angle that allows it to bleed through the guard the majority of the time to get in and catch your opponent. Now let's see what they do. I want to see if Nigel Benn will continue this body attack, because it might pay off later on. The last round, who do you guys think won the last round? Who do you guys think won the round 2? That was also a hard round for me to judge. Maybe I give it to Nigel Benn, but it's tough. It's close. These rounds are very, very close. No one's really taking over the fight right now. They're both kind of even, in my opinion, right now. But let's see what happens. Very tentative. That was pretty dangerous for Sergio Martinez, stepping in like that with a step-in jab. Almost got caught with a counter. by Nigel Benn. Good jab counter by Sergio Martinez. Good stepping jab by Nigel Benn. It actually helped him set up some combinations right behind it. All right, you got to be careful. You got to time those power shots, man. Those power shots is rarely ever free. Good hit upstairs, straight left by Sergio Martinez. Respect the game, YouTube. Let's see what he gives him. Ooh, good movement. Got caught, though. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. All right, they're resetting. Good step in jab. Sergio Martinez looks like he's calm, cool, collected. He's not letting the moment make him fight a little bit too wild. He seems like he's relaxed in there, and he's throwing punches that he wants to throw. Good movement by King 12 Diaz. Continuing to attack the body intelligently. Woo! That was a perfect step to the right, straight right by King 12 Diaz. It looked 100% timed to perfection. Good job by King 12 Diaz. I want to say King 12 Diaz won that third round. Let's see what happened here. Okay. All right, so we got King 12 Diaz winning the first round, Sergio Martinez the second, and the third going to King 12 Diaz. So this is that unofficial, although it's unofficial, we have to put that caveat there. It does fall in line with what I'm seeing or how I'm seeing this fight unfold. All right, let's see what happens now. Good body attack I'm telling you, that's going to pay off later on. Good step in, another step to the side, and a counter with a jab. Beautiful. Makes the jab look nice, stiff, and definitely knocks the opponent's head back. These punches are being caught, so you got to be careful. Ooh, right over the guard as he leaned in. You got to be careful, guys. Physics-based, you got to be careful. Got to make sure your guard is in the line of fire to stop it from landing. Really smart, straight right down the pipe by King 12 Diaz. Let's see what he does. Good step and jab. Good attack to the body by Sergio Martinez to counteract what he was doing with his combination of upstairs. Really smart by Sergio Martinez. Really, really smart tactic. Good body attack by King 12 Diaz, and a step in with a jab and a counter, and again with another combination upstairs. 1, 2, 3. Caught him after 2 counter shots. Stepping in, stepping out, and making it work with a combination to end it with an exclamation mark at the end. Unbelievable by King 12 Diaz. Good step in by Sergio Martinez, but King 12 Diaz is doing his thing. He's going to have to manage his stamina. It's pretty low right now, and that can be very dangerous, especially when you're on the inside. Good step in jab, especially when you're on the inside and you're gassed like that. You don't want to be gassed like that. Good jab hook combination, and then a beautiful jab by Sergio Martinez. Respect the game, YouTube, doing his thing. Unbelievable. What do you guys have it now? How do you guys have this so far? So far, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe King 12 Diaz is up 3 rounds to 1, or it's 2-2. It's tough to. It's really tough for me to actually score this fight. How close it is. All right, good step in counter. Woo! Slipping back, doubled it up and caught him coming on the inside. Even though that's tricky. He thought he was done throwing punches, and he walked into another straight right. That was very smart by King 12 Diaz, who is trying to get his get back against the Respect the Game. He wants his win back. He wants his rematch. But how badly does he want it on the Undisputed stage? Let's see. Ooh, combinations upstairs by King 12 Diaz. Beautiful with the counter. Good counter shot downstairs after catching it with his guard. Sergio Martinez was doing his thing, but King 12 Diaz is also doing his thing. This is pretty good to watch. Let's see what happens. Good catch by King 12 Diaz, but he didn't actually follow up with a counter shot of his own. He got to be careful, but good stepping. There's a lot of good footwork that I'm seeing by King 12 Diaz. He's stepping well to his left. He's stepping well backwards. He's stepping well and then like fake stepping to the right and going back to his left. He's doing a lot of things that's creating confusion and insecurity with Respect the Game. But Respect the Game is still holding his own. He's not letting that phase him. I don't see him being nervous and just throwing a bunch of crazy combinations. He still looks like he's picking his shots. Good jab and hook, but I guess he's seen it so many times. Respect the Game was ready for that hook and was able to avoid it. Good counter hook, actually, right there at the end. And look at the taunt by Sergio Martinez. Respect the Game. Don't look like he's respecting Nigel Benn right now. King 12 Diaz, I don't know, man. It's a close fight. I would have King 12 Diaz up maybe by 1 or 2 rounds right now, if I had to guess. Let's see what happens now. Good jab combination by Sergio Martinez, but it didn't land. But that one did, and that one was a stiff, powerful one. He's landing these jabs now. And he's doubled up the left uppercut. Move to his right. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do as a southpaw fighter. You got to utilize that angle that's literally there for the taking. Who wants that angle more? And good step in, step out. Playing footsies, coming in, coming out, and catching them with a left hook counter. That's a good bait move. To step in, step out. That's a really good bait move. Good step, good power straight into a counter, a jab, both of them snapping Sergio Martinez's head back. There he goes. Good movement. Good movement by King 12 Diaz. I got King 12 Diaz. I don't know. I feel like maybe he's winning this fight. It's a close fight for sure, but for me right now, it looks like King 12 Diaz might avenge his loss to Respect the Game, but this is boxing, so you never know. Good step back and step in with a powerful jab counter. King 12 Diaz light on his feet right now, on his toes, moving really smartly. Good power straight to the abdominal region of Sergio Martinez. And it's looking like Sergio Martinez is a little lost right now. He looks a little lost right now. I'm not seeing him make any movements. Good body attack with the sidestep. Good power straight by King 12 Diaz. This is pretty. This is pretty interesting. It's looking like King 12 Diaz has kind of read what he needed to read out of Respect the Game, and he's doing what he needs to do to implement strategies off of that read. That definitely, in my opinion, was King 12 Diaz's round. But let's go ahead and see the scorecards, because we're about to get the unofficial predictive scorecard. And oh no, he didn't win that round, but it is very close. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a close fight between the two. Personally, for me, I have King 12 Diaz up, but let's see what happens moving forward. Right now, it looks like King 12 Diaz, in my opinion, is in control of this fight. I want to see if Respect the Game does anything to change the narrative. That was a good, powerful jab to the body, and he doubles it up, does it again, this time with no uppercut, which is a good read considering that uppercut hasn't been landing for him this whole fight. Good movement. Good side-to-side movement by King 12 Diaz. Good step back by King 12 Diaz. He's baiting him in. He's letting him believe that they're going to go on the inside. He's Sergio Martinez cornering himself. I don't know if he's trying to do some head movement, some bait to get some counters going, because King 12 Diaz's movement is a little bit too much for him to handle. But that literally looks like that's what he's doing. Good step in, counter jab by King 12 Diaz. In my opinion, guys, King 12 Diaz, even though the fight seems close, according to the unofficial scorecards, that isn't the official scorecards, but that's the predictive scorecards that we have. To me, it appears that King 12 Diaz is definitely taking over the fight. Good, good, powerful, straight to the body. King 12 Diaz now out of loose footwork, but still in control. Good body shot, good straight right. And it was a counter power straight to the body. You can't get any more devastating to the body from one punch than that. Good step in, jab, and then hook to the body, and good step back and then step in with a counter. I'm telling you, it looks like King 12 Diaz is fully taking control of this fight. Fully taking control of this fight. Bravo to King 12 Diaz. I 100% give him that round. I think he's slowly understanding the rhythm of Respect the Game. And I'm hoping that Respect the Game does something to change the narrative to see if he could kind of come back into this fight. Granted, the predictive scorecards have them pretty close, so the fight is definitely still up for grabs. It's just looking like it's moving in a narrative where King Diaz is going to continue to box very well and move very well on his feet and try to take this win. Ooh, timed it well. Timed it perfectly by King 12 Diaz. The distance control was very, very, very good. Good step and jab. Good step out. Step and jab with a hook after the counter. Good counter by Sergio Martinez. Respect the Game, trying to do something here, but got caught again with the in and out movement of King 12 Diaz. Let's see if King 12 Diaz does anything else. Ooh, that was dangerous. Got it right through the guard by Sergio Martinez. Good move by Respect the Game for the 1-2-3 by King 12 Diaz off the counter. And another step in jab by Sergio Martinez. This is getting a little feisty right now. They're going tit for tat. Everybody's, one guy gets a counter, the other guy gets a counter. This one's a little bit difficult. This round's a little bit more difficult for King 12 Diaz. Let's see what he does. Good movement. Circling off by Sergio Martinez. Let's see. It looks like he might be in loose footwork. He's definitely in loose footwork. Let's see if it works for him. Don't know how long or how many times he's been in loose footwork this fight or this for this entire fight. I think this might be the first time he's gotten into loose footwork. He might be thinking to himself, I got to change something up if I'm going to try to change the narrative of this fight. Good 1-2, good 1-1-2 by King 12 Diaz with that combination. I don't know, guys. I have King 12 Diaz up, but Respect the Game is not making it easy. It looked like at one point King 12 Diaz was just going to start to get the whole rhythm and flow of the fight, but then Respect the Game made it a little bit harder for him and stepped up, put a little bit more gas in the car or pedal to the metal, whatever you want to call it, and started hitting him with some good counters. Good hook from a really good distance. Wow. Good power straight to the body. Sergio Martinez, I don't know, man. I don't know. King 12 Diaz looks like he's back into his comfort zone starting off this round. Go! Powerful attack to the body off of the jab counter. Another counter upstairs with the straight right. I don't know. King 12 Diaz looks comfortable in there, guys. What do you guys think? He's looking real comfortable in there. Looks like he's able to do the things that he wants to do. Although Sergio Martinez is not making it the easiest thing ever, he's still definitely doing the things that he wants to do in there. Let's see what he does now. Good hook upstairs. Good hook to the body. Good 1-2 counter hook and straight upstairs by King 12 Diaz. Let's see what he does now. There's a little bit of tentativeness. Nobody wants to be the one getting countered. I think Sergio Martinez is getting countered so much that it's making him a little bit more punch shy. Good straight right down the pipe by King 12 Diaz. Another one, but he misses. Good movement by Sergio Martinez. Ooh, good feint by Sergio Martinez. Actually made him bite. He's probably going to start feinting right now because he's hoping that it's going to get him to bite so that he doesn't have to be the one to throw the first punch in this engagement. And then he can maybe get a counter off of that. Let's see what he does. Ooh, that's really dangerous. Good uppercut. Landed that one finally with a counter. I know he's been looking for that all fight. He's gotten that a few times, but it's been very seldom. Just like that, uppercut caught into the gloves. Good round again for King 12 Diaz. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. I don't know. I have King 12 Diaz up, but let's see what the scorecards say. There you have it. Look at that. Round 7, 8, and 9 all going to King 12 Diaz. This is not looking good for Respect the Game. He's going to have to do something extra to try to take this away from King 12 Diaz. This is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. That pull away was crazy, and it goes in line with the story of the fight. They were pretty tentative at first. Look at that. Step in jab counter by King 12 Diaz. They were pretty tentative at first. It looked like it was a very even fight, but then King 12 Diaz got a rhythm, got a flow, and he started to pull away, and that is being shown on the predictive scorecards. But we have to see what the final scorecards say because we don't know for sure, but that is in line with what I'm seeing from this fight. Good body attack by King 12 Diaz. Good step-in jab by King 12 Diaz, and then another jab with a hook followed right after by King 12 Diaz, but there was a nice little body uppercut by Respect the Game. Another jab, counter, 1-2 upstairs with a body shot to boot right before that counter. A powerful straight down the pipe power shot followed by a counter, 1-2 right after. Unbelievable. King 12 Diaz is doing his thing, and it's looking like Respect the Game doesn't know exactly what he needs to do to change what's going on. Good jab downstairs and a good straight downstairs by Sergio Martinez. But the movement by King 12 Diaz, just like that, is making it very, very difficult for Sergio Martinez to have any type of consistency when it comes to this fight. Good step, 1, 2, 3 to the body. Good movement and attack. He is not only moving well, but King 12 Diaz is also capitalizing on all of that movement because he's getting counters out of this. He's making Sergio Martinez throw prematurely and creating open opportunities to throw combinations, hit him with a straight right, with a power shot straight right. Basically, whatever King 12 wants to do, he's able to do it simply because he's creating a lot of open opportunities with his footwork. It's really nice to see how well he's controlling the movement in the ring right now. And he's not even in loose footwork to do it. He's just timing all of his steps. All right, he's a little bit too far right there with the distance. Sergio Martinez is also out of loose movement. Maybe he wants to get a little bit more aggressive. Let's see what happens. Ooh, good counter. I'm telling you, the movement is under control just like that, but didn't get the counter. But we see the timing. He's reading when Sergio Martinez likes to throw his punches, when Respect the Game likes to throw his punches, and he got caught with a double hook, right hook, left hook combination with a counter inside of it to boot. Catches it in the glove. Powerful straight right down the pipe. Let's see what else he gives him. I want to see Sergio Martinez go. Oh, my goodness. That was a beautiful straight right power shot. Timed his entry and everything, and then hit him with a left hook to add to that and make it even more difficult for Sergio Martinez, make him even more frustrating for Respect the Game. Good step. He actually could have caught him with a counter after that step, but he decided to be a little bit more conservative after he did that move. Good hit to the body. I'm very curious to see where Sergio Martinez's stamina is at. Is that creating a little bit more of a punch shy situation? Because Nigel Benn has been working the body all day. Once again, good straight right, good movement out, comes back in with a counter, upstairs, straight right, then a body combination just to add that additional exclamation point at the end. Another control of distance and entry by King 12 Diaz. This is definitely, in my opinion, King 12 Diaz's fight to lose. But let's see what happens. Can Sergio Martinez pull it out? This is boxing. Even though we are at the last round, anything can happen. It only takes one punch. Good jab counter by stepping to his right by Sergio Martinez, using that outside lead foot to his advantage. Good jab by Sergio Martinez. Good step back by King 12 Diaz, and comes in with a beautiful counter jab. Nice jab to the body by King 12 Diaz. He's moving. He's making sure he's keeping that distance. Got his guard up. Good step back, but got caught with the catch and shoot jab counter by Respect the Game. Good step in. Good hook by Sergio Martinez. Good straight right by King 12 Diaz, and now they look like they're fighting in a phone booth. Good 1-2, and he finally steps away. He's trying to use his distance. Oh, good step to the side, jab by Sergio Martinez, catches him with a counter, but it looks like King 12 Diaz is trying to use his distance control, his movement control to continuously bait out Sergio Martinez or respect the game and just basically counter him all day. And he does have the stamina to do it. Although his stamina is only around 50%, this is the 12th and final round with about 50 seconds left on the clock. Catches that jab. Good step back jab counter by King 12 Diaz. What is going to happen here? Let's see if Sergio Martinez goes in aggressively, or does he feel that the predictive scorecards may not be what it is and he's going to go out on a more conservative way. He just got caught. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punches landed by King 12 Diaz. King 12 Diaz throwing a jab, stepping in, hook, doubled up the hook, power shot to the body, power jab upstairs with a counter straight to Sergio Martinez. What is he going to do? Oh, got him at the body. What an ending. Taunting by Sergio Martinez. And yes, King 12 Diaz definitely goes ahead and takes the round. I want to see where the scorecards fell because, in my opinion, the right man won the fight. But kudos to Sergio Martinez and respect the game as he was doing his best effort to try to change the narrative. All right, here we go. Let me see this. We got a 117, 111. We got a 118, 110, and 118, 110. Okay, so this sixth round that I felt was definitely King 12 Diaz's round. Two judges saw that the same way, but one judge, which was in line with the predictive scorecards, excuse me, saw it differently. So we have here basically, yeah, he pulled away and ended up taking the fight after roughly the fifth round. So good job to King 12 Diaz. We're going to go ahead and bring them in. That was a good fight, good technical boxing, good control of movement. That was basically the story of the fight. The control of movement that King 12 Diaz was displaying was really intelligent, and it basically went off of the reads that he got from the beginning 4 rounds. After that beginning 4 rounds, it looked like he got a read on him, and he was using his movement to go ahead and create those counter opportunities and those combination opportunities. All right, so give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get these guys in here so we can do a quick post-fight press conference, talking to them and see what happened, where their mindsets was at when they were doing all of this, all these different tactics. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back, guys.
Nothing in my way will make me be afraid, and I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I can feel it in my soul. Yeah, I can feel it, no letting go, and I can feel it, it's getting close. I said I can't stand by anymore. Looking in from the outside, I know I can hold the phone. Can't keep my hands tied. I need
All right, and here we go. Here we are. We got King 12 Diaz on the left. We got Respect the Game YouTube on the right. Now, one thing that I want to do, because I always do this, I want to know from each of you how y'all felt about the other fighter. So first, you, King 12 Diaz, what did you feel that Respect the Game YouTube did well in this fight against you?
I think what he did great was that he was doing a little adjustments to not let me take over, because there was parts where I thought I was gonna take over completely, but he would just not give up, man. He would just not give up and just do some little adjustments for me not to like take over completely the fight.
Okay. And Respect the Game YouTube, what did you feel that King 12 Diaz did well against you?
I think he did a great job of kind of waiting for me to go first and baiting me into certain positions that, put me at a major disadvantage. Also started off the fight with a great body attack that I didn't really catch on to that till too late, and it drained me later on in the fight. So. Oh,
interesting. So that's one of the things I was wondering. I'm like, is this causing him to be a little bit more punch shy in the 8th, 9th, and 10th round because you weren't throwing as much as you were early on? So I think it started paying dividends around that time frame, around 8, 9, or 10 rounds. So that was actually pretty good. So King 12 Diaz, I want to talk to you about this. How did you get into that flow? Were you starting to read his attacks? And is that what made you have all that timing with the movement? Because you were doing really good movement where it was just putting him in a bad spot, and you were coming off with counters and combinations off of that. So was that reading what he was doing, or were you just trying to like kind of just move away from him?
Well, one was reading, and number two, a lot of people doesn't know, but we already fought before. So I already have some data on his style of playing. So before we even fought, I was he's gonna go this way, so I gotta do the best things for him to cut his tools and stuff.
Okay, so that's cool that you said that, because I did mention that you guys fought before we watched the fight, and I told them that Respect the Game YouTube had beaten you, and it was your first fight ever when you booted up Undisputed. Just by the luck of the draw, you ended up having Respect the Game YouTube, and he won that fight. So Respect the Game. So you were up on him by 1, right? So you have 1 fight on him. So it was 1-0, and then now it's 1-1. What do you think about that?
Totally different fighter than the last time I fought him. So I mean, completely different. You can tell he's put a lot of work in playing the game, and he's pretty sharp on the mechanics of the game too. So big ups to him. He's definitely gotten a lot better since we played that last time.
Okay.
Respect.
Definitely. And then to you, Respect the Game. How did Sergio Martinez feel? Because I know he's one of the new fighters that we have. Does he feel good to use? Does his jab feel good? Does his combinations feel good? How does Sergio Martinez feel for you?
I kind of wish that I would have got a little practice fight in with him first, but no excuses. His foot speed was a little slow, expectedly, so I wasn't able to escape as much as I usually would, out of combinations or just away from counter attacks. But I try to use the jab a lot. That's usually what I like to lead with. I don't like leading with power shots and hooks. I like to lead with the jab. But he felt good. I figure if you get a few more fights in with him, get familiar with his traits and what he does best, you could get pretty good with him.
Is it a thing where it's a little bit of a disconnect when somebody's a southpaw in the game? Is it harder for you to play with a southpaw because your presses are basically reversed? Your jabs are different button presses than they were if you're orthodox. Does that take into account, or do you normally play with left-handed fighters?
Not for me, because I actually fight southpaw myself, so
it makes sense.
I like only using southpaws. I'll switch stance if I get an orthodox guy. I like to switch stance and try it out there. So I'm used to the mechanics, man. It was familiar.
Okay. And King 12 Diaz. So now that you've won this fight, it's 1-1. Are you guys gonna go at it again at some point to see who could come out on top? Who could get that trilogy and win and be considered, I guess, for the bragging rights, the best player between the two?
Man, we definitely need to run it back, of course. I got new tools on the back. He already collected some data on that, so it'll be a fun one. We definitely gonna run it back. Respect. Yeah. That's a pretty good fight, bro.
Definitely. It was entertaining. Everybody was here, was watching, and they were entertained. It was a good technical boxing display by both of you guys. Definitely at one point, King 12 Diaz started to pull away, but yeah, both were showing good, sound, technical boxing in Undisputed. So King Diaz is 1-0 in the live Undisputed record. And you don't know, maybe we get these people that are winning, and then maybe we get a loser's bracket too, and give the opportunity for those who have lost to come in, and maybe at the end, we have you guys fight again, whoever wins through the losers bracket versus those who win through the winners bracket. All right, guys, we'll see you guys. Hold on, before I'm gonna come right back. I'm gonna say goodbye to these guys. I'm gonna come right back, chat. So just give me a second, and we'll go ahead and say goodbye. So let me just switch this over to the be right back screen. All right.
Breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the border, screaming till I lose my voice. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the border, screaming till I lose my voice. Like a tidal wave, like a hurricane, nothing in my way will make me be afraid. And I can feel it in my bones, yeah, I can feel it in my soul, yeah, I can feel it, no letting go. And I can feel it, it's getting close. I said, I can't stand by anymore, looking in from the outside. I know I can hold the phone.
All right, there you have it. Good fight by both King 12 Diaz and Respect the Game YouTube. And like I said, we might have a losers bracket, a winners bracket, and we might have them go up this bracket and see who fights at the end, because that's fun. I want to see who's the best of the best of the best when it comes to Undisputed live streams. But we're probably going to have another group of content creators next week, and we'll see what they do and where they put themselves in position of either in a loser's bracket or a winner's bracket. I have the links of both of those guys' channel down in the description box below. You can go ahead and click it. You can watch their content. They do Undisputed content. King 12 Diaz does Undisputed content on TikTok as well. He goes live on TikTok. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out. And of course, next week, we'll be looking at the next week's top 5. Thank you guys for joining us to the episode 3. I hope you guys are enjoying these episodes of Undisputed Live, where we basically focus on you guys, the community. We want to make this for the community, by the community. All right, guys, until next time, peace out, and thank you so much.